Hey guys, happy National Ice Cream Day. So today, July 18th, is National Ice Cream Day, and I wanted to do a fun little bonus video today just to commemorate the National Ice Cream Day by reviewing Ice Cream Shop, which I really enjoyed this candle, especially in this version. So a fun little bonus video today. If you haven't already, make sure you watch my newest fall candle haul that I posted earlier in the day, and let's get into it. So notes on this read, Decadent Almond Gooey Toffee Creamy Vanilla Bean. So this originally came out in 2012 as part of the actual Slack & Co. American Boardwalk collection, which was the line in which Summer Boardwalk, which is such an iconic fragrance now, originated. And Ice Cream Shop was the other kind of like gourmand bakery fragrance that was in there. And back in 2012, I feel like it was a slightly different fragrance from the formulation that we see here for 2019. This was released for, I believe, SAS of 2019 for the summertime, and this collection was super fun because basically what they did was they re-released that original American Boardwalk collection from 2012 and put new labels on it and re-released pretty much the entire line for 2019 for summer SAS, and it was just a fun throwback thing. The fact that even they like updated the labels on it was really fun too. I really wish they would do more of that. This was totally creative and totally fun, and I loved it to pieces. So yes, but then this also came out in a summer SAS, I believe, for 2013 in like a slightly different traditional Slack & Co. photo label, which was different from the original square one in 2012. But in any case, yes, so back in 2012, the original version smelled a little bit different. It was basically just like a weaker, watered down summer boardwalk, and perhaps it was similar to the fragrance that we see here in 2019, but the throw on it wasn't great. And I feel like it just didn't have all the layers and components that this version does. Like, I feel like they really improved it and really amped it up in the version you see here for 2019. And I just remember in 2012 having it and owned it and just being like, this is such a weak, like, rip-off Summer Boardwalk. I don't really understand the point of it. And it really wasn't too much of a hit back then. So then fast forward now to the 2019 version that I'm reviewing here. And yeah, they really improved it and it smells great. So what does Ice Cream Shop as of this version smell like? What I get first and foremost is definitely that decadent almond note. It is a very like sort of like crunchy, nutty almond note, but it does this thing that a lot of their almond fragrances tend to do, and it has like a slightly perfumey vibe to it, but I kind of don't mind it because it just makes it a little bit more unique and different from just the ordinary like almond fragrance, but their almond tends to have a perfumey component to it, and this is no exception. It's not too off-putting, but you can smell it, and something kind of smells slightly body care about it, but I really don't mind it, and I think it probably doesn't bother most people. But the almond note is the strongest. The almond note is very similar to the almond fragrance from the Elements collection, which I presume is the same fragrance as the Almond Blossom candle that's out online now, which I think mirrors the Almond Blossom Body Care, which is also a body care kind of perfumey almond note. And that's what you get first. Then you get like a gooey toffee caramel fragrance. It comes off as like a salty caramel, salted caramel type of caramel fragrance in there. There is a saltiness in there. It kind of even smells like waffle cones in the way that there's like a crunch or like a bite to it. There's like a crunchy, salty component mixed with a salty caramel note. I feel like it complements the like almond note very nicely. So it gives it like this sort of nutty, crunchy component to it. And it kind of does smell like maybe it had almonds or nuts at an ice cream shop at part of like the toppings mixed with like bits of waffle cones or even like the full waffle cones if you were to eat the ice cream in a cone. And it gives it this nice like just warm, cozy, crunchy, nutty, waffle coney type of salted caramel, just like a awesome like combination of all those fragrances mixed into one. And then lastly, you get like a vanilla cream note that is similar to the like sweet cream that you get in Summer Boardwalk that evokes, vanilla ice cream. And that's pretty much what this fragrance smells like. It's like a nice blend of their like almond fragrance, their salted caramel fragrance. You sort of throw Summer Boardwalk in there too, kind of like creamy nutmeg as well. It's like all those like iconic BBW bakery fragrances kind of rolled into one, and that's why I really enjoy it. And like the almond just gives it like this slightly different twist that I really enjoy. And it kind of, I guess, does smell like a ice cream shop, and I really like that. It has like a nostalgic like boardwalk vibe to it, and I enjoy it. And it's kind of like if Summer Boardwalk is a little bit too much, or if you don't really like the super heavy apple sweet cream note in Summer Boardwalk, this is kind of like a alternative version to it, and I do enjoy it. And so that's what this fragrance smells like, and it's probably enough to be said about this fragrance, and let's move on to the performance. This is I don't even know how many day burn, but it's almost at the end of the candle. I had varying performance with this one. There was one that really deaded out on me at the mid-range point, and it didn't do so hot. And then I had another one that burned viciously great all the way down to the bottom. And this one's kind of in between. This one's still doing fine, but the wicks and the flames are getting a little bit smaller than they were originally. They were doing great for like the majority of the candle, and it's kind of slowing down now, but it's still pulling out and it's still doing the trick, and I can still smell it. Although not as strong as it was initially, it's still doing fine. So the performance for the most part is okay on this. As for the throw, this one is a good medium to a high depending on what space you have it in. I think at its peak, it's definitely at a high, like a good 7 to even an 8 in like a bedroom. In a bedroom, sometimes it can be a little bit too overwhelming. That like almond perfumey note, sometimes it's too much. It does linger for hours afterward, especially in a smaller bedroom size area. It does linger for hours afterwards. And sometimes I can get a little bit too sick of it, or it's a little bit too intense that I do have to blow it out after a while because it becomes a bit too much, and then you're stuck with like the lingering action. But honestly, I'm not complaining about that because I'd rather have a strong lingering throw than something that I can't smell. But just keep that in mind. In a open concept area, I would say more in the medium, but I have no qualms about the throw. Sometimes a little bit too strong, but once again, not complaining about that. So we're good to go there, and that's pretty much the performance on this. Overall, as you can see, I really enjoy this candle. I think I probably bought like 3 or 4 of them at this point. I remember seeing a few of them at SAS towards the end of it after I had already like started to discover and enjoy it. That I was like, let me scoop up some more. And I'm really enjoying that I have a few backups. I think I have maybe one more brand new one of this left. And I really look forward to enjoying and burning this fragrance. I like that it really combines a lot of like the iconic BBW Bakery notes into one candle and puts a little interesting twist on it. And the photo label is just so juicy and enticing. And it also kind of ties back to just like the nostalgics like Slatkin & Co. iconic American Boardwalk collection from 2012 that I really just enjoy all together. Let me know if you've tried this candle before yourself, and if you're enjoying it for a National Ice Cream Day. I think this, in my opinion, is better than Ice Cream Bar. Ice Cream Bar was just kind of like this sort of milky vanilla ice cream banana split milkshake without the banana fragrance. That was just kind of like a generic, like, I don't know, vanilla cream, almost like a Mary Cookie blend. Whereas this one has just a little bit more going on, a little bit more unique, that I really prefer this to Ice Cream Bar. I was really hoping that Ice Cream Bar would be Ice Cream Shop, but it is what it is. So that's pretty much it. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll talk to you guys later, and happy National Ice Cream Day.